Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into this week's adventure. Today, I am visiting Marshall Point Lighthouse in Port Clyde, Maine, a beautiful spot in the mid-coast region that is one of my favorite locations to photograph. The weather is a little less than ideal, with low clouds and patchy fog combining to create great conditions, yet I'm pretty sure that we can find some things to photograph anyway. Alright, so I found my first composition of the day. It's a pretty standard one. Here at Marshall Point Lighthouse, one of the most, I wouldn't say it's the most common, but a very popular composition is to look straight down the walkway and get the lighthouse with nice leading lines of all these railings and boards. However, today, it just rained yesterday, so we have all sorts of puddles here along the walkway. And I've kind of gone up and down the walk just to find the right one that I can find a reflection in. So I think I found one right here. And there's a pretty decent puddle right up ahead here that I can get almost to the whole lighthouse reflecting. And I think it's a really good shot on a day like today where it's gray, there isn't much happening. So this is a good one to just kind of get in the bag and kind of see what else we can find here. But I think it's going to be a pretty cool shot. So I'm going to find the right focus point, probably use a smaller aperture, I should say. F11 I'm probably thinking, just so that we can get the whole foreground and background in focus. But yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty cool shot. So we're going to get that. And then I think I'm going to go down and venture on the rocks and see what I can get down there. I know there's some more tide pools and a bunch of different rock formations that could be cool for some foreground compositions here. And I think those are going to be important on a day like today where it's very dull, no definition in the sky. It's not foggy, but it's very low clouds. So yeah, we're going to go down there. I'm going to grab this shot real quick and then yeah, going to go check that out. So let's get moving on that. So as I was making my way down to the rocks down here below the lighthouse, I spotted, if you can see the trees up here, the fog is kind of like playing in between them. So I thought that kind of looked cool. So I got up here as high as I could on these rocks farther away from the lighthouse. And I tried to capture a shot that kind of featured those misty trees back there. So I don't know if it worked out, but I took a shot and yeah, if it worked, I'm gonna throw it up on the screen right now. But yeah, so we're gonna make our way further down there. Just wanted to quick stop and take that shot there. So onward we go. All right, so I'm down here below the lighthouse, and there is kind of a puddle here right down here. I always try to photograph this puddle, especially during sunsets. This is a really good spot to capture the sunset in the reflection here of the lighthouse. But obviously today we don't have skies like that, but I took a shot anyway at it. I don't think it's going to be one of the ones that I'm going to feature in this video, but if it turned out good, I'll throw it up. But what we're going to do next is we're going to go out to the rocks out here. There are some, like I said up top, there are some cool foregrounds that you can capture out there with the lighthouse. So that's probably where we're gonna go next. Rocks are slick as anything. It's low tide, so you're gonna have to be a little careful. It's gonna be a little slow going out there, but we're gonna check it out. We're getting a little bit of light in the clouds up above the lighthouse, so I don't know if we're gonna get any appearance from the sun or not, but that would be pretty cool if we did. So we're gonna go out there and hey, if we get some light, we get some light, but if not, there are some cool foregrounds, so I'm sure we'll find a shot out there. So let's roll. So tide pools like this one here are some of the cool foreground pieces that you can find down on the rocks here at Marshall Point. I really love this one. All the green algae in it is just really cool. Unfortunately, I don't really think I can line it up with the lighthouse, which is back here, but I'm gonna try a couple of ideas with it. I don't know if it's gonna work out, but nonetheless, I'm gonna look around here and some other places. Hopefully I can find something else. I know there's another cool couple of tide pools just a little bit farther down, so we're gonna check those out. I hope the audio is still good. I just dropped my microphone in the water, so that's kind of kaput, but we're gonna keep soldiering on through this video, and apologies for any technical difficulties there might be with the audio. But anyway, let's keep rolling and see if we can find another tide pool that maybe we can line up with the lighthouse a little better. So let's go. So these are the tide pools that I was talking about. They sit right below the lighthouse. Pretty sure that I can find a composition down here. I've done it a couple times, so pretty confident. Just gotta get across the slippery rocks. Not too hard, but you gotta take your time and be careful. So we're gonna walk over there and see what we can do with this scene here. But the fog's looking pretty nice. It's kind of dropped a little bit over here towards the lighthouse, so it's kind of looking a little misty in the trees. And I think that's pretty cool. Best we're gonna do on a day like today. So, yep, gonna make our way down and see what we can find. All right, so we did manage to get down to the little area here with the tide pool. There are these tide pools that do have reflections, which you can't really see from this angle, but I did manage to get a couple of shots, and I think this is, I kind of think the shot up at the top might be the best shot of the day, but I do really like all the barnacles and seaweed that you get. It adds a little bit of color on a day like today, which is kind of important. So maybe this will end up being my favorite shot, not positive. But anyway, this is one of my favorite places to come to. It's like a photographic playground for me. There's all sorts of areas you can explore, all sorts of compositions. It's one of the best sunset spots here in Midcoast, Maine. So it's undoubtedly a place you're going to see in some of my videos again and again. But yeah, this has been a great morning excursion for me. So I am going to get a move on. Maybe as I make my way back up to the lawn and back to the car, maybe I'll find a couple other things. But this has been a good morning to just get out and get some photos, and great location. So I'm going to show you the shot I just captured. But yeah, going to make our way back up. So on the way up towards the parking lot, I stumbled across a patch of ledge here that has some absolutely beautiful striations in it. And with the soft light here from the foggy conditions, it seemed like the perfect time to try to photograph it. So I spent a few minutes looking around, played with a bunch of different compositions, and yeah, I took some photos. I took a bunch. I don't know if any of them turned out, but I'm sure I'm going to show you at least one of them. If there's more, I'll show you a few. But yeah, this is amazing. I don't know what causes these striations in the rocks. I'm not an expert in geology, unfortunately, but yeah, they're pretty freaking cool. So if you know anything about it, leave a comment in the description or leave a comment below and let me know what causes stuff like this. But anyway, I am going to sign off now. This has been a really fun morning to just get out at a pretty awesome place like Marshall Point. But yeah, I'm gonna sign off now. However, if you're interested in seeing more, I hopefully am going to have a couple more adventures coming up really soon here this summer that I hope to capture on video for you guys to share with you. So keep an eye out for them. And also, if you're interested in just seeing more of my stuff, I do a newsletter on Substack. Dominic Trapani Photography. I'm going to leave a link in the description below for it. If you want to check that out, you can sign up and get them in your inbox for your email every time I put a new one out. I write in there stuff like what kind of cameras I'm using and why I like them. It's kind of fun. Today I've got a Canon 1DS Mark II, which is a pretty cool camera from 2008. I think I'm going to write about it soon, so if you want to sign up for my newsletter and hear about it, check it out below. Also, I write about just photographic adventures like this. Sometimes I don't take them on video, but I'll write about them and show all the images that I captured. And also, I do some poetry. So if you are interested in any of that, be sure to check it out in the description below. And I usually put out at least once a week, sometimes a couple times a week. But yeah, so check it out. I am going to sign off now. So thanks for tuning in. And I hope you stay tuned for the next adventure, hopefully soon. See ya.